Little edginess, professional pride, a grudging mutual respect. Fascinating dive there into how men at the top of their game view each other at the event, and his Cantor's pictorial comment on Twitter, Durant stuffing McCollum shot. So who are you going to call? Rob Perez, whose NBA Twitter analyses are always scientific in their depth. All right, this got a little edgy. It was an era of good feelings there on the podcast, but then it moved to Twitter, and the two started sniping at each other. So where do you think this stands now?
Yeah, I mean, this was arguably the most disrespectful 2 minutes in NBA podcast history, and it resulted in CJ McCollum being, I think, what is the first example of one of Kevin Durant's, not teammates, but just another player in the league, telling him to his face for the world to see that you took the easy way out. It was a stretch of an analogy that he used, but it's the first time that he's really been put on blast in a public forum like that.
Well, he knows they've been whispering this. It's been the subtext of so much of the latter part of the, especially as they were rolling to that sweep, right?
Yeah, I mean, we all know, like, you and I can talk about how Durant took the easy way out. We've been doing it for a long time now, but this is really the first time it's been done by another player telling him, listen, you joined the Warriors to go get a ring and make it easy. It's taken 2 years to happen, but regardless of what Durant has accomplished, this is a big moment in NBA Twitter beef history.
All right, what did you, NBA Twitter beef history? Which means, come October, what does that mean, Rob?
It means that Durant's probably going to win a third ring regardless of what Twitter beef actually happened, but maybe he's now thinking in the back of his mind that it's not just the commenters on Twitter that are the ones who are telling me that I took the easy way out. Maybe it's going to make him think differently about his impending free agency. We don't know those questions, those answers until July.
NBA Twitter beef history. If that's not the quote of the day tomorrow in Sports Business Daily, it should be an investigation. All right, then we come to Melo. You're talking about players that listen to what's being said and react to the reality. He sounds like a 34-year-old guy contending with the 22-year-olds, as he said. I was resisting, but I guess this is the new norm as he goes to his fourth team in a year as he goes to Atlanta.
Yeah, first of all, the Atlanta Hawks have this tremendous tradition now of they had Rasheed Wallace come for one day. He's technically an Atlanta Hawk right now, Carmelo Anthony, until he clears waivers and he can sign with the Rockets. You know what? At this point in Melo's career, they say Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is coming for Carmelo Anthony, but I'm not really ready to write him off into the sunset just yet, because if he's the third best player on your team, which he arguably was in Oklahoma City, how are we going to get this Olympic Melo back? And this may be the perfect situation for him where he can just catch and shoot, and that's all he has to do. Those 18-foot turnarounds, the jab step, the jab step, the jab step, you know, that's kind of in the past with Melo. Maybe this is the new norm for him.
Got about 30 seconds. What do you make of the early futures market that we've seen out in the Twitterverse, Twitter beef, maybe even in the 2019 free agency, already starting to jockey, take position?
Yeah, I mean, you've got between Butler, Kawhi, KD, Kyrie, you name it, they're going to be a free agent. There's a lot of money to spend. The cap is likely going to go up, and teams got money to spend. And one of those teams that you're looking at right there is the New York Knicks. So this upcoming season...
You are a true believer to the end, aren't you? With no history in the last 2 decades to base this opinion on.
Not at all, but if I speak it into existence, it may actually happen.
Breathing life into the vast chasm of hopelessness that is Mr. Dolan's empire. Rob Perez and members only, thank you so much.